Hello, my front wall skids, Spurs fans, Tottenham fans. At the time of doing this video, Arsenal have lost the weekend. We're in the transfer window, the last knockings of it. We've still not got any game changers. We've got people to stand there like a brick wall. We've not really seen Gallagher. It's going to take him a good couple of games to get going in the Prem again. And the transfer window is quiet. So many Spurs supporters have lost their identity in the last 6 months, and there's hardly any channels calling out the owners. ENIC, you've got the protests. They want to protest. They want the owners to do something. We'll call them custodians again, because that's what they are. They're custodians of the football club. I don't know why the protest movement are not calling out ENIC in their letters. I think it was at the last count, there's over 700 people joined the protest movement on their WhatsApp, and only 100 and odd people that went to the protest. I think a lot of these people were from overseas who joined the WhatsApp. There's an awful lot of people who like ENIC, going on Facebook, going on all the digital media platforms. A lot of people seem to like ENIC, and I can't understand why. They're like supporting Spurs with blinkers on. They've not given us nothing. We can talk about the game, we can talk about who's going to play where. We've got Frankfurt coming up. Should be an easy game. But I've got a feeling it's going to be an hard game. Only there's a few things that I think is going to be an hard game. They've got a loyal fan base. It's more than we've got at the moment. We've been broken down. The fan base has been broken down. And this is the way ENIC want it. They want us divided. They want everyone divided, because unified, we are also powerful. But no, again, the typical ENIC, playing the PR game, and everyone falls for it. I've not done a video over the last couple of days. I've had a few problems myself, health problems, and at the same time as having health problems, I'm having Spurs problems. You can sit there quiet and it's just the same debate on all the channels. My missus watched a few channels last night, and while I sat there in bits, and do you know what? I was agreeing with them. It's not very often I agree with some of these channels, but I was agreeing with them. But something needs to be done. The positive support, yeah, well, you can positive support something, but you can also be in reality and think to yourself, wow, we are up shit creek. I knew we was up shit creek in the summer transfer window of last year, when that finished, and it looked like we had a good squad on paper, but when you looked at it, and I don't know whether you can go back to an LJ video where I said we're going to get injuries again, we've not got a rotational squad, and we're going to be in the same position again. And we're in the same position again, probably worse. I don't know what's gone on with the Thomas Frank situation. I think it's really strange what's happened. I'm not enjoying certain games I enjoy, but I'm not enjoying looking at the transfers. I'm not enjoying the custodian ownership. Football, sometimes it looks really good. Sometimes it looks like they're playing for the manager. You can tell they're obviously playing for the manager. We've got centre-backs scoring, and at the minute, I've just read PSG have blocked this. They don't want us to do this, and Juve have put in links to this person and that person. It's all good gossip and it's all bullshit. More bullshit, more bullshit. It's total bullshit. Shall we mention Andy Robertson? Looks like I've got a bit of hair there. I fucking ain't. The Andy Robertson saga of Liverpool. I can't see what he brings to the team, to be honest with you, other than experience. And a certain psychological mentality that we are lacking. But at the same time, it's a weird old league this year. Are we enjoying it? I've been watching Aston Villa, the Liverpools, the Man Cities, and they all have their off days. We seem to be having more off days than on days. I think you can break that down into psychological issues within the squad, and at the same time experience the psychological issues in the squad. It's not very good for a football team to have psychological issues, and they seem to have them. Everyone's got different opinions on the players, which is rather strange considering, let's take Romero for example. Some of us have got different opinions on Romero, whether he's passionate or not, whether he's playing for the manager or not, whether his head's in another place or not. It's the same with the dressing room. Everyone's got two different opinions on the dressing room. I think people just got to make up their own minds and stick with it instead of this, Thomas Frank is going to do wondrous stuff in summer and then flip-flopping in the transfer window when it's not going too good. It was never going to go down too good, was it? I mean, let's face it, it was never going to go down well. For all the great things Thomas Frank brings, I don't think he's a manager that Spurs fans wanted. They've got this nostalgia, romanticism with Poch that confounds me. It makes me think, should I have that nostalgia? But I've got no nostalgia for people leave the club, and that's it for me. They leave the club, they go on to a new club. That's it. I've got no romanticism. Take, for instance, when Son come back. Yeah, it was nice to come back, wasn't it? But there's no nostalgia, no romanticism. To me, that was part of the final contract that he signed, that he had to come back. It was another PR display, another cash grab. And this is where we are. We're sitting with corporate owners, custodians, and I'm not seeing the light through the trees with these owners, to be honest with you. Custodians, I'm not happy. So many people have written on Facebook and in all different posts that we've lost our identity. We was losing our identity bit by bit to the point we are now, where I think this is the Enoch end game. What I said in a couple of Enoch videos, they like us to just be a nearly there club so they don't have to spend as much money. And war chest was supposed to be opened. We've got links with Real Madrid players, fantasy league players, and it's just wish.com, innit? Year after year, exactly the same. I don't really sound positive in this little video, do I, to be honest with you? But I'll support the shirt, not the suit. The suit is what's killed Tottenham. I wish change for Tottenham. I know I've had a little swipe at certain members of Change for Tottenham and a lot of the affluent season ticket holders. But there's one thing we can agree on: there's something totally wrong within Tottenham. And the minute we're all unified, online, offline, in all the Facebook groups, then you might be able to see the light through the trees. But at the minute, we're struggling in the league. I think we're 8 points off getting anywhere upwards in the league, and we're 8 points off the relegation battle. Mathematically, it looks like we're going to stay up, but we could go down. Just imagine if the 5 teams below us, is it? 4 teams, 5 teams below us, won every single game, and we lost every single game. It's a horrible proposition. Do I want relegation? No. On the outside, you might think relegation will bring Enoch to their knees and sell straight away. But they're not going to sell a championship squad. The price is going to be decimated. The only time they will sell is when the surrounding areas of Tottenham Hotspur Limited and the new stadium go into gentrification phase. Is it phase 2 or phase 3? And the transport links get put in, and we're between 4th and 7th in the league continually for a couple of years, and the price of the football club goes up a little bit more. I think that's when you might sell. I think that's when Enoch might think about selling. But are they going to sell? At the minute, we've got Joe Lewis passing the baton down to the family. Daniel Levy stepping aside in the shadows. Still, on paper, they own the club. Was I being paranoid thinking that Daniel Levy hasn't stepped aside? Or was I being real? I don't think he has stepped aside. The structure's still there. Lange needs to go. Parafivi needs to go. The coaching needs to get a lot better, and the actual scouting needs to go. The scouting guy, I forgot his name now. The scouting has been absolute shit. The data-driven football has killed football. It's all about the data, standing in specific bits of the pitch. This is what I was going on about ages ago in a video, where they will just keep continually passing at a certain zone and a certain zone and a certain zone, and what will happen is the stats look good for themselves. Even though the team's not doing good, the stats look good for themselves. The data-driven football looks good. And this is where you get the FIFA, where I talk about the FIFA strategy side of football, the FIFA computer game side of it, where they're more worried about their own personal stats than they are teamwork, playing old-fashioned football. It's not old-fashioned football no more. Zonal marking, zonal passing, XG. Don't want to take a shot from outside the box, and at the minute, we've got teams that are starting to take a chance, take a risk, and shooting from outside the box. Take, for instance, the Man United game against the Filth. Couple of great goals. Took a chance, and they went in. There's no more taking chances for us, is there? If we can't cross it in, it goes all the way back to Vicario. It goes back to Mr. Two Left Legs. And do you know what? I'm not enjoying it whatsoever. He still makes my legs go like jelly when they pass the ball back to him. The distribution of Vicario is not up to scratch. Maybe it is the coaching. Maybe the coaches ain't seeing this. Maybe if he was coached and tied his arms behind his back and made him use his feet for the next couple of weeks in coaching, just turn them left legs, both left feet outwards a little bit, and use your brain. But no, that's not going to happen, is it? We've got a new coach coming, haven't we, as well? We've seen a bit of a difference in the way they're playing football. A slight bit of difference. But I think that's down to the injuries, to be honest with you. and a couple of the young guys stepping up, and the centre back stepping up. I think that's all I want to say in this video today. Thanks to everyone who watches. It's very nice of you. Click like and subscribe, like everyone says, if you wanna. Put in the comments if you think I'm talking out my arsehole. Have a good one. God bless. Take care.